Pree Dis is brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fiwi Culture, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Ketchup and Barbecue Jerk Sauce, better because it's Swiss, and by Eve Hot Pepper Sauce, the first family of fine foods.
What go on my Pree Dis family? Don't know it's your boy Naldo Addi. Welcome to another episode of Pree Dis. This week we're in St. Mary at Couples Tower Isle. Tess and Vibes was held at 22 Jerk in Barbican. It featured recording artist Tessellated as well as some of his friends. They thrilled the audience, and of course we were there to bring you the highlights. Let's check it out.
But open up and lick it like a night wave vibe fade. Different when you give me the vice grip. And you say tell me you love me, but you say it to me nicely. Whisper it to me. Sister on the same team with call up, shake it and shiver yo. I used to just go collect. I don't know what I wanna get. And you say me love you like
What would you say was the highlight of the show for you?
Honestly, to me, the highlight of the show was when Protoje came up. Because to be honest, like, it was a surprise for the fans, but it was a surprise for me as well. Like I legit did not know he was going to come perform. We didn't rehearse it, anything. I started our collab and I saw him in the crowd saying like, yo, give me a mic. And I was like, oh, like pull it up, run it. So that was a surprise for me. It was just like a kind of magical moment, you know, something from a movie.
Crazy, but see that not face me. No, what it look like a blazing fresh off the plane, deliver right away. It seems like today you can hang. Have you lucky in a way, call it sick today. Herb does a stick up and use it a drink up it.
Oh, do you think you plan on making this an annual event?
I definitely want to keep doing this, annual, maybe even biannual. Because honestly, there's so much talent in Jamaica. There's so many artists doing their thing. There's no shortage of people who can get to come up and perform. So look out for the future dates. Definitely going to be a thing.
Well, you performed with the band named the Trampoozers, right?
Yes.
What was it like performing with them?
Yo, my band is filled with people who are like legit some really good friends and amazing musicians. So every time we get to perform live, it's a different type of energy. You know, you can't fake like a real relationship. You can't fake the fact that, you know, people go through things together, people work together, grow together. So every time I'm on stage, it's a family moment, and I think it just brings 10 times more energy to the crowd.
What was the main idea behind this whole concert?
So the idea behind the concert, you know, typically you have a concert that, you know, you have openers and then you have, you know, the bigger artists coming after, and then the headline artists will come at the end, right? For me, a lot of the artists in this, I actually have collaborations with them. And we've worked on music together, I've produced music for them. So I thought, you know, it'd be kind of a different energy to, instead of segregate everything, kind of have it throughout my set. So I have a long set, I bring in people, we'll do our collab, and then we'll transition into them doing their own segment and even bringing on guests of their own, and then I'll come back in. And to me, it just made it feel a lot more unified and a lot more like one show. But some of the artists that are not as big, the goal is to expose them to people who are coming to see me or coming to see some other the bigger artists. So it's like, all right, when you have someone right at the beginning, 7 o'clock, and nobody's there yet, it kind of defeats the purpose. Whereas if people know what time I'm coming. They're coming out to see me. Everyone is there in the audience, and I can introduce the artist, put them on, and then jump back in. I feel it creates much more exposure for them, and this makes the whole thing more effective.
Oh, we know that you're heading to the US to do some promotions in New York City. How excited are you about that? What's it like? What are you looking forward to the most?
Yo, yeah, it's been a while since I've been back in New York. You know, COVID kind of locked down everything for a time, and now just back on the road. So it's exciting to touch back the places I've been to before, reconnect with certain people, and also forge new relationships. I'm always most excited about performing live, and I have a couple live performances going on up there. It's going to be like brand new people I've never performed in front of, new venues, some of my band and some of a new band as well that I'm going to be performing with. So it's just same thing. New things are very exciting to me, and this exploration is all what the music is really about. So I'm looking forward.
The way you hold me, girl, in the moment, your body telling me that you want it. If you really been missing me, darling, whisper it to me, baby. Whisper it to me, baby. No long talk when you're ready, complete. Now I'm gonna work till the mission complete. Mine on your body and your body on me.
Oh, we know that you recently worked on a song called Timeline with Runkus. How did that collaboration come about?
So that collaboration has been many years in the making, right? As I said at my show, some people might know Runkus is somebody that I actually went to school with. So we've been friends from about second form. This collab actually ended up happening when Runkus came to LA last year, around this time last year, and I was up there as well. We linked up, did some studio sessions, and this was one of the records that came out it. So we'll say, yeah man, it's time to drop some things. It's overdue, you know. But it's a really fun record, a lot of old school dancehall influence. So if you guys haven't met it yet, you should check it out.
Those are the highlights from Tess and Vibes that was held at 22 Jerk in Kingston. After the break, we link up with Clarendon sensation Jeff Fully Auto for this week's Up Next segment.
Culture, yo! New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you're living, yeah. Share it. I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we rep, we country. Rear it have to come with we. No matter with the bad vibes. Poor rear a celebration time. I feel the culture. Make we show ya. Jamaican culture. Where nephew overproof from what just I do to the culture.